Good morning, everyone. Happy High Vibe Monday. Let me get Instagram going really quick. Say hi if you're live and you're coming on. All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday. High Vibe Monday time. As you guys know, every Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I love to come live just to help you, one, tune into your own truth, your own internal guidance system, your business gut stronger. And I also love helping y'all get high vibe, right? Because we want our desires and we want it in a way that feels good. So say hello if you're coming on. Hey, Callie. Hey, it's Felly. And Instagram, I do apologize. Last week, for whatever reason, the internet wasn't working on my phone, so I couldn't get Instagram going. So no, if you don't see me on Instagram, YouTube is also another option for you guys. So without further ado, let us go ahead, guys. Close your eyes. And just relax and let go. Just allowing the past to be released to the past. Allowing the future to be released to the future. As you ground in and sink in into the here and now. Hearing what you need to hear. Seeing what you need to see. Feeling what you need to feel. So that you can tune into your desires and allow them in and get them in. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out. All right, guys, let's talk about desires. Good morning. So let's talk about desires and how to tap into them. So what can happen when you're younger? If you're used to having to attune to other people and you're used to having to prove to them, demonstrate to them, show them that you love them, you kind of lose track of who you are in the process. You become that person's caretaker, that person's responsibility. And in that, it's not that you don't know who you are, it's that you put yourself on a pause. So do you see how that at least lessens it? Because if you're in the place of, I don't know who I am, good morning, Jen Star, I don't know who I am, I don't know what I want. If your thoughts create your belief system, create your reality, that's not a good place to be. If it's I've put myself on pause, and now I'm unpausing, right? Now that makes it easier. And I've hit unpause. Since it's a new skill, I'm just refreshing myself. I'm refreshing myself of how to put my focus back on me. If guilt comes up, that's okay, because I used to focus on someone else. They used to get a lot of their needs met from me through me. So as I'm readjusting and reactivating to putting my focus on me, they're readjusting and acclimating to putting their focus on someone else who can help them meet their desires. Okay, do you guys see that? So go ahead and comment if you're live, and ask questions along the way, because I want to make this like super applicable to everyone who's here. If you guys are wondering where I'm at on location, Peace Strength Yoga in Chattanooga. Come here for your yoga, guys. I'm going to be hitting their 11 a.m. class. Okay, if I don't see any comments, I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so becoming who you really are. We're at that point. It's not even about becoming who you really are. It's like I'm retapping into who I am. Because when it's becoming who you really are, it's this thing far off in the future. Who am I? I don't know who I am. But when you're, oh, that's right, I'm retapping into who I am. I've just had to put her on pause to attend and attune to other things. And I now admit my desire that I no longer want to do that. That is who you are. Oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, I don't know what I want to do because I've had so much focus there. So now I'm just allowing myself to back off from doing what I no longer want to do and feeling better about it. And I now get to shift my focus on what I do like doing. And then I like to call this, guys, the shotgun approach. This is where you get to, okay, since I'm no longer spending my time doing that anymore, let's see if I want to take a dance class. And always start in the smallest way possible, the 1% energy level on your end, right? So I want to get like more physical in my body and just be stronger in it. I started out with, oh, I think I want dance. And so what happened is I went to a lot of different YouTube styles of dance, and I really tried and tried so hard to make belly dance be my thing. And I thought, oh, maybe that's just not the instructor for me. Tried a different one. Oh, that must not be the instructor for me either. Found another one that I kind of liked. But then after she actually wasn't the belly instructor and dancer for me because she explained it in a way where I got it and I was able to do all the moves. After doing it for like a month and getting a lot better at it, I realized, oh, I think I just need to admit after 9 months of pushing myself to get better at belly dancing, I just don't like it. Right. So then I switched to dance on like Beachbody's website because it's a little bit more of a workout dance, and I liked that. I was like, okay, this feels better. This feels a little bit more on track. It's a little bit more sweat inducing. It's a little bit more physical. And then I went ahead and just tried a boxing one. I tried it for like 3 weeks and I was in. It was the one workout that I would do, no questions asked. I was like, I think I'm onto something. And then, like, I don't know, I just couldn't figure out all the poses. And then I went ahead and recently hired a private boxing instructor. It's called Sensei. He is my teacher. Um, it's the funnest thing. It's the hardest thing ever, right? And he's all wicked in shape. It's the hardest thing I've ever done physically. And he's definitely pushing me. I don't think he realizes, like, just how out of shape I got during COVID. At the end, he realized he pushed me too hard last time because I just like cognitively, I was not there. He was trying to talk to me. I was like, buddy, like, fuck, I'm just trying to breathe right now. He like pushed me too hard physically and he realized that. And so he apologized. He was just like, hey, whoa, I just want to let you know, like, it's going to get easier. You're going to get the calls better. And I now see that you're coming here for accountability to get back into cardio shape. I went, yeah, I wasn't lying in my text, man. Anyway, it's going to get easier. And I just went, hey, hold on. Like, no, this is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. Let's schedule our next 3 for next week. I found what I liked. And now it's like I get to look forward to it. I told one of my girlfriends, I was like, hey, he said I could bring a friend. She went, no, I don't want to work out today. And I was like, oh, that's so funny. I don't even view it as a workout. I view it as a fun, like, this is fun. This is playtime. That's who you really are. But I need you guys to hear that it took that. I'm not responsible for anyone else. I released that. And then it took a little bit of a shotgun approach. And then it was, oh, this is what I like, right? Because think about it. When you're little, like, let's pretend you didn't have the parent that you had to over care for, over take care of. Parents are the one, here, try chocolate ice cream. Here, try butter pecan. Here, try cookie dough. Here, try strawberry. And you get to go, right? Or you get to go, more. So this is why you don't need to feel bad about it. You didn't get to, or you didn't take the time when you were younger to do that. But now you have the time to do it. So do you guys see how it's more of a place of appreciative expansion versus like anything else? And guys, if you have questions on this, comments on this, a story you want to share, type it into the comments for sure. I want to hear it. And I'll even like answer some of your questions too along the way. Like if you're struggling with any of this, just type in the question and I'll help as I'm telling the stories. Wow, this resonates with me so much, 100%. Yeah, have that Monday. This is what you get for showing up, Felly. Okay, let me tap back in. Because we don't need to be in a place of like beating ourselves up. Like, wow, I should know this. I should do that. You never really had the chance to explore this. But sometimes it can be a little more fun when you're an adult and you're learning it. Because like, imagine this. Imagine if I had parents who gave me a couple options when I was younger. And I was like, okay, of these, I like gymnastics the best. And I got really, really good at it. Hey, Valentina. I got really good at it. And I'm so good at it now. But since I'm so good at it and it's like my 90% happiness of physical workout, Do you see how I wouldn't necessarily take the time to have discovered that, fuck, I like kickboxing, right? Now, because I didn't have that 90% yes, now I get to, and now I'm the one in control. I'm the one paying for it. I'm the one choosing my instructor. So do you see how, like, most people who delay their getting to this is who I am, it's because they wanted to feel more empowered when it happened. And he wanted to so thoroughly and deliberately learn the lesson of that's not me. I do not caretake for people who are not ready, not in the receptive mode. Because now you get to unabashedly enjoy this really good thing, right? Right, guys, right? You get to unabashedly enjoy it. There's one more thing there, and then I'll go read that comment. It's empowerment and freedom, what you really wanted. And had you done this when you were younger, you wouldn't have that. Okay, that's all I can say for now. That's all I could feel for now. I'm going to go to some comments. But we're going to keep working on this. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to focus on myself and make health a priority. That mindset that you were talking about sounds like it would be really helpful. Okay, so that's where it's, wow, what you're saying sounds really helpful. It sounds like what I need. It sounds like something I want to tap into. But I guess I'm in a little disbelief of how something that sounds that good can happen for me. And this is where I like to say sometimes life is about manifesting the very tangible things, the nice car, the vacation, the more clients, the more money. Okay. Sometimes it's also about manifesting how you want to feel along the journey, right? It was inevitable that you as a kid were going to learn how to walk. And there was no manual, there was no YouTube video, there was no set instructor. It was definitely something you had to figure out on your own. When you were younger, you set the desire of, I always have to wait for those people to give me what I want. How can I walk? How can I go get that? I don't want to just sit here and receive. I want to be more active in life. I want to be a little bit more deliberate in life. So you set up a desire, and then from there, when you're a little kid, the universe was like, okay, your next step is to, hey, here's your hands. And your little kids are like, wow, look at this. And then it's like, wow, elbows. And then it's like, oh, I could do things with this. And then it's like, hey, look at my feet. Whoa, look at my knees, right? So you set the desire, and the journey was unfolding. That's how it's going to be now. That's the normal, natural way of it being. So it's hey, I have a desire to be more tuned in to what my desires are. And I'd like it to be easeful. I'd like it to be smooth. Would you like it to be a quickened pace, a quickened journey, right? Or would you like the slowest way possible where you can see as many flowers as possible? Or do you want a little bit of the faster path, right? Because here, I'm going to do a personal share right now. So part of my money journey, there was a part of me that loved thoroughly getting to know every inner child of mine that was afraid of receiving money, that was afraid of receiving at a higher level, because it felt like I'm getting to know me. I'm getting to know me. What I think I missed out when I was younger, people getting to know me and help me with validation, I'm giving myself that now. And then I just realized, like, oh shit, I'm bored of that. Like, I love you, inner children, but like, I don't want to stop and smell every single effing rose on this walk. There's 1,000, there's 10,000, there's 100,000 roses in this garden. I don't want to smell every flower. I want to be enjoying, when we get to the end of it, I want to enjoy the coffee shop at the end where I get to look back and see the whole scenery, right? I don't want to be, I'm bored with learning all the fears and rewriting them. I now just want to be enjoying the extra money. Instead of spending my time discovering my new limiting belief, I want to be spending my time, which house do I want to buy? I want to be spending my time finding my 6-foot amethyst geode that I want in my house. I want to be spending my time going to events around the world. I want to be spending my time getting like custom made outfits for really cool events. Do you see how it's just like I just desire spending my time in a different way. Boom, it all fell into place. Okay, so Jenster, comment again with where you're at now after what I just said. And it's not about making health a priority, right? Like, When you're punishing yourself, you should do this, you should be treating yourself better. Then it's oh well, why didn't you work out? You clearly must not love yourself. Why don't I love myself? Why am I not doing this good thing for myself? No, it's more of a, I'm ready to find an activity that I like doing because I want more movement in my life. I want to feel a little more nimble in my body. I want to feel a little more vibrant in my body. I want to move a little bit more easeful. Do you see how now you're going towards something positive? Does that make sense, Jenster? Hey, Yoga with Concha. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, feeling empowered when it happens really makes the difference. It is. It's empowered, right? It's empowered and it's freedom. Most people who come in with childhoods that they're never going to go back to, or parents that they don't want to, live in the same town with, it's because they really valued freedom. So do you see how everyone's so selfish, right? I manifested parents that it's no, I don't want that lifestyle. I want freedom. I want to be doing these things. You guys got that. Um, Love the meditation this morning. Oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna have a new program launching in March. It's morning meditations with me Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8:15 p.m. And every Thursday, if we get a lot of people in the program, we'll probably open up a second day. But as of right now, every Thursday, I stay on live for an extra 30 minutes for Q&A to get your questions answered and stuff. People who are in it right now, I was just doing like a beta, like a friends and family come meditate with me thing. They're all saying that the meditation group is as equivalent as being in a mastermind with me, and it's going to be significantly priced less. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Concha. I thought it was a good one too. It's really fun to lead those meditations. Oh yeah, I haven't listened in a while. Well, hey Deborah, welcome back. Jenster's saying yes, that totally makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. Let me know if you have any more questions or comments, Jenster. So excited for your meditations. Felly, do you have any questions? Type, and if anyone has any questions now, type them in the chat box. Now would be a great time to do it. Okay, guys, a little personal share. My favorite thing about this is, I may not get a lot of followers or a lot of people who show live, but I always get typically the same amount of people who come live. I get the same amount of likes. Oh, mwah, that means the world to me, guys. That means the world to me. Okay, so let me tap it. If no one's going to type any questions, let me tap into what's next. Oh, so boundaries and getting what you want. It's really about, don't put your focus on the inner child, but that's not the way my parents raised me. It's just my desires. I'm tapping into my desires. Someone just did a big release on that one. I'm tapping into my desires. I'm tapping into my desires. Any question that you want, if it goes with the live and the topic I'm already talking about, it makes it a little bit of a smoother show. But you can ask me any questions you want now. Oh, here we go. That one's actually perfect for what I was talking about right now, Anna. I feel stuck with no motivation to go after what I want. What's the issue? Lovingly blunt, because you're not going after what you actually want. You're going after what you think you should. You're going after once I get that, once I push myself through this thing and I get that, whether maybe it's a promotion, maybe it's a new job, then I'll be happy. Instead of this is what I desire. And I can definitely tell you for you, I desire an easier workflow. I desire an easier workload. I'm gaining comfort around the word easier. I no longer have to punish and beat myself up to so blatantly demonstrate, showcase to others how hard I'm working. I no longer have to give myself impossible tasks, impossible workloads. So I'm going to allow myself to give myself a little bit of a break and just relax and let go. And I'd like to be guided to a workplace where the workflow is easier, where the workflow is just an easier toll on my mind, on my body, on my emotions. I'd like to, after I come home from work, to have energy. When I come home from work, I don't want headaches anymore. When I come home from work, I still want energy to be able to go out and do other fun things. That's right. I want more time to do fun things. Oh, I get it. Life isn't about all work, 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 work. Life is about doing something where I allow myself to receive money doing, And I want it to be in a way where I feel like I'm getting paid for doing something that I enjoy, but leaves ample time to also just go put my feet in the river, allow myself to hang out with my friends, with my Anna. Does that make sense? Because you're more likely to start looking for that kind of a job, right? If you can go home with no headache, if you go home with energy, it's really about tapping into what you actually desire. But Anna, I want to help you more, so keep commenting, okay? I need to grab my water bottle, guys. So I'm going to read the other comments, Anna, to see if they bounce off what we're talking about right now, but I do want to focus on yours. So keep commenting, Anna, okay? Because that's a really good one. Anytime you guys are stuck in, I'm not motivated to do what I want, it's because you're not actually going after what you want. Anna's question helped a lot too. Yeah, Anna's the one. Her questions are going to guide everyone and lead everyone right now. She's the one in the hot seat right now, guiding us all forward. Okay, until I wait, see your next question, Anna Isabel. I'm going to answer this one. I have a question. I'm wondering if spirit has any guidance for addiction. Guys, addiction is when you're ignoring your emotions and you're choosing to cope with that addiction. That's all it is. You're ignoring your emotions, right? I'm dropping weight very steadily right now and I'm not really even trying. It does help that I happen to have a friend who's like a fucking amazing chef and has given me sugar-free cookies to make and eat that are so good, and it's not even flour, it's like made from nuts and shit. So that did help, okay. But I'm actually tapping into what I desire. And I realized I was eating because I was home alone a lot. And for a while there, I loved being a single girl running her business, traveling around the world, getting VIPs and tents. And then I started eating a lot. And I realized, like, oh my God, I'm avoiding feeling the feeling of I feel alone right now. Actually, I'm avoiding the feeling of I feel lonely right now. Oh my God, I'm ignoring the fact that I want a husband, a life partner, and I'm deathly afraid of one. All of those were very unpleasant emotions I listed. I didn't want to feel those unpleasant emotions, especially since new age law of attraction spiritual shit teaches only the good thought, right? But once I sunk into that feeling, did it feel bad? Like, fuck, I feel lonely. Damn, I want a husband and I'm so afraid. That I didn't need to eat as much to push those bad emotions down. But it's about being okay with, you know what, right now, I'm not comfortable feeling my emotions and become conscious of it. I'm choosing to cope via food. And then instead of having to eat the whole fucking pound of brownies, I went down to like two. And then now it's like, you know what? I am a little emotionally overwhelmed right now. I do like coping with food. Let me go get the sugar free brownie, the sweet potato brownie, the sweet potato cacao brownie with honey as the sweetener. And then when I eat it and I chew it slower and I really enjoy it, I'm like, fuck, this is comforting. This is soothing. When you allow the food or whatever the addiction is to actually soothe you, allow it to do what you want it to do. Then I was only eating one, right? Now that I'm actually admitting my desires, now I'm doing different shit with my time. Um, okay. Oh, Anna wrote a question. You just helped me so much. You're welcome, guys. Yeah, love you guys. This is how it always works. That's correct. What is my blockage with looking for the aesthetic job? Is it because it's going to be more work? Um, your only blockage right now is just not admitting I want an easier workload. There's a little bit of your energy where it's like you feel lazy and selfish if you don't work hard. Like, who am I to have it so good and make so much money when others are out there are trying to fucking struggle making it like a on foot walking 30,000-mile journey to try to get into a different country where it could be easier? Like, who am I to be bitching and complaining, or who am I to be having it so easy? This is that whole, it's like slammed down our throats, guys. They do the check yourself, check your privilege. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food on your table? Do you have all your bills paid? Do you have the AC on? Then you have it good. It really cemented in. If you can survive, you have it good. But I'm here to say, fuck that. Fuck that. Anna, you're highly educated. You are highly, highly fucking educated, dude. You personally might like reading. Beep, beep. You might like reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Anna Isabel. Will kind of open your eyes up to a new way of like how the rich view the world and how highly educated people, um, why they tend to never cross into the wealthy category. Um, when there's the owner, they want to maximize profit, right? Since they're the ones not doing the work, they don't see the mental and the emotional toll it takes on your body. Some of them don't care, they're the assholes. Some of them just don't recognize it, right? So it's just admitting, Anna, that you're like, I want the person who understands the workload and who understands that it should be 2 patients per nurse, 3 patients per nurse, right? And this is where it's about you gaining comfortable being paid for the knowledge in your head. As I've succinctly and successfully continued to raise my price, it's really more about I feel comfortable receiving money doing something that I love doing, and I feel comfortable receiving money being paid off the value that I delivered, not the time that I delivered. So, guys, let's talk about the 3 tiers to wealth. The first tier, the base tier, is when you exchange your time for money. The only way to make more money in that category is by increasing your education, increasing a skill set that you have, and by working more hours because you make money based on the hours that you trade. And so the people at the top of that pyramid tend to be the doctors, the lawyers, the highly educated people. But no matter what, they are only going to make more money if they get more time. Then there's the second tier, the value. You get paid off the value that you deliver. So it doesn't matter if it takes you a month to build the house or if it takes you a year to build the house, that house is still $1 million. It doesn't matter if it takes me 9 months to give you guys your growth or 9 hours, that growth is worth $50,000. It's where you're comfortable receiving for the knowledge and the value in your head. So let's do the doctor route, right? That would look like you running a mastermind to teach a group coaching class for people who are maybe still in med school but just want a smoother, easier ride. Now, say you charge $500 a month for that beautiful service that people would so readily pay for that going through medical school. Say you get 10 people on there, now you're receiving $5,000 a month for 4 to 5 calls a month. You're getting paid off the value of the knowledge in your head, right? Another good example for that category is, I don't know why I'm looking around. I was going to try to get you guys physical examples, but like, right, there's a chair that just has 4 straight pulls for the legs, a base, and a back. But then there's a chair of someone who has finally refined a skill set, and they carved this beautiful imagery in it. They picked teak wood, really good wood, right? That chair is worth more money. And some people will go, that only took you an hour to carve. No, it took him the 30 years of practicing to develop that skill set. I feel like I have bedhead today. Okay, so that's the second tier. You receive money based on your value. And that's where you could kind of start building wealth, okay? Guys, the top tier, the top 1%, this third category of wealth is the wealth where you're making money off of other people's time or you're making money off of assets. That's where you're an investor in company. That's where you're investing in stock. Well, actually, that one, investing in stock is in the lower tiers too, believe it or not. But that's where you're buying a bounce house for $1,000, and then you let that be something that you rent out to people for their parties. Your asset is making continuous money for you. You rent it out for $250 for 4 hours. You rent that out 2 times Saturday, Sunday, 5. That's $2,000 a month. You invested $1,000 to buy it. Now you're receiving $2,000 a month for it the rest of your life. You might have to hire someone if you want to be on the nicer side, pay them $20 an hour to go set it up, take it down, right? So this is really just about you becoming comfortable with receiving money for your value and your knowledge and your experience, Anna Isabel. Because if you were able to go into a job where you just worked, you're like, fuck it, I just want my 40-hour work week. I just want to work 8-hour days. I want my lunches. I want my breaks. I want a decent workload so that when I go home, I still feel like I have energy to do fun stuff. I feel like I have time to think about food. I can at least choose the healthier restaurants if I'm not making myself food. I do want times to go on dates. That's a job that you'll be motivated to go towards. Um, all right, though, guys, I love you bunches. I appreciate all these questions. So you can tune in next week. I come live every Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 minutes for High Vibe Monday. You can, if you want to work with me up close and personal, send me an email, kelly@kellylunt.com, and we'll get a call scheduled. I have a couple openings open for clients. Or don't forget, starting March 1st, I think I'm going to call it Spiritually Fit. So if you want to be on that, it's going to be $500 a month for that. And we meditate every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. And Thursdays I stay on longer for Q&A and to interact and talk with you guys and answer your specific questions. So that's all the ways that we can work together and hang out more. But I love you guys bunches. Mwah! Go forth and have a good day, sinking into your desires deeper than ever before and allowing them in with greater ease than you ever have and more enjoyment than you ever have in your life before. Love you guys. Bye.